Satin. Yeah, y'all. This is satin. Satin. Ah, that's Nature Boy. Daddy. Now we're going to get started. Just wait for some people to get in, enjoy the music. If you the replay game, you can fast forward this and get straight to the show.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints, I'm obsessed with the pain, I ingest, I retain, assess and I change, possessed by the thought I'll be free one day from society's restraints, money, clout and fame, mud, disease, a plague, we all love to hate, have to play the game, have to make a name, all our insecurities are on display. This is war with the enemy, think that it was meant to be, living in a time where disease is on every screen, I won't let them fester me, I know most are festering, negativity is a plague for the mentally weak, no mercy, all I got is working, never stop searching, never quite so thirsty, I'm toxic and psychotic, with this logic, you can't stop it, it's been chronic, since I was a boy, so neurotic and chaotic,
I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving, got my foot on gas, never stop competing, if you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em, make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em, if you take off the cast, you can see all the healing, if the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah.
I've been doing this, I'm on it, I just wanna be iconic, sipping on a gin and tonic, got me going off when I'm on this topic, yeah, if I ever play I want it, you know that I'm always honest, stay away from those who are toxic, keep them out your face, no way, you don't want it, yeah.
Don't try to drain my energy, the enemy is everything, it's mentally, unhealthily, spreading like a rare disease, but I won't let it get to me, I don't need your therapy, I can leave a legacy of leading by intensity, come on, we can fight this, freedom is priceless, spread just like a virus, living in a crisis, do you feel courageous, do you seek greatness, trust me you can take it, go on and take your aim, yeah. I'm built to last with the webs I'm weaving, I could change the past with all I'm achieving, got my foot on gas, never stop competing, if you break like glass, then this life's gonna eat 'em, make mistakes real fast, then you learn how to beat 'em, if you take off the cast, you can see all the healing, if the pain's in the past, move on from the grave and put your foot on the gas, no, never stop competing, yeah.
Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Hey, Miss Leo. Hey, Daniela. Hey, Maderi. Hey, Miss Leah. Now, we seen the video before with Miss Sybil. But now that the case is over, like, do you think, because we know it wasn't about anything that she put in the book, right? So it ain't like her book helped. But you think that being that she made money, or her face, when she first left out, right, she was in high commodity, right? Do you think now she should have like an exit story too? Like, what do you guys think? You think that is fair that she says, hey, if she, the way she says she cared about these people, do you think that she should speak out and try to help the young girls, or I got my money, I got my experience, I'm gone, bye. I would love to know what you guys think. And if you're watching the replay, my replay game, please leave your comments down below. Is it like it don't make a difference? But it does make a difference because you use their names in your book and you make money off their names without any permission. Even though you didn't tell just your story, you told, yeah, what you seen, but you never changed their names. You left their names in there and you told the things that happened to them. You would think that, well, hey, well, I went there, let me keep spreading awareness or sell. I mean, not wrong with selling perfume, but do you think she should spread awareness also? Meaning that you did make a you like if you revise that book right about now and her what she got in that book right now with her experiences, her book is going to go up. Her book is going to go up now that it's televised, and she was a person that was there. She is now considered a survivor. She is considered now a survivor, right? So let's get this video started, right? That's a shame they don't send out my notifications. They put commercials on my thing that ain't don't even belong to me. Aren't you sweet, YouTube? But let's go.
So these women are being beaten on because my lifestyle, e-healing. Hey, Tom, Mary, appreciate you. So a lot, obviously, is transpiring. I spent the whole day speaking to the families of Tanisha and these fathers. And time going. I spent the whole day talking to her family, heavy-hearted, and all of her sisters. They obviously all want her home. They're all overwhelmed. We all are overwhelmed. And this is, obviously several times now that she's tried to get out, and she's being beaten for trying to leave. She was beaten last night, severely beaten. The family did speak to Tanisha, and her lip is busted, her face is completely.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's what's going on right now is something that's so hard to fathom. It's almost like it's not real, right? Doesn't it feel like, wait, what? Huh? How is this happening? Is this 2020? Like, are we in the real world? Like, what?
I know. This morning we had a leak.
Wait, I'm not on mute.
The police did go to their house last night, and they covered for him, of course. And none of them admitted to him beating on Malia. And it has gotten to the point now where her family obviously is overwhelmed. They don't know what else to do because she has tried to run. She can't get away. When she runs, she gets beaten. We have to continue to stand firm in speaking her name. I do believe she is gaining her strength. I do believe that she is building her courage, because the process of leaving is not just something that you can just do while you're there. It's something that little by little starting to see the steps that she's going to need to take. And I'm going to turn off these comments in a minute, but She tried to leave and she was attacked. And she was forced to stay. That is an actual fact. She was beaten for leaving. As he would say, he's putting her in her place, disciplining her. She was out of line. She embarrassed him online. She walked away in front of all those people online. So he had to check her, as he would call it, right? And what's starting to happen is the same pattern that was happening with Vel. And eventually, she gets completely exhausted and tired of the abuse. And even though she's totally brainwashed and she doesn't have her mind and she does not in control, she will start to build and muster up that courage. And, you know, one of the most important things that was said to her.
And all these years later, baby, it's a shame that what was said years ago, we're still saying the same thing. Even though, yeah, that's what it is. No, nothing is supposed to change because the cult people don't change. So, what?
And this one you're gonna wear? Which one you're gonna wear?
This one. That one. I just took out
Yeah, what?
my stuff because I don't know what to do.
Shame. 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 Shame.
When she was traveling today with her family, you know, one of the things that we made sure to say was, you're in a public place, you're at the airport, you are in danger, run, because he won't run after you, he won't come for you, he won't make a scene at the airport, he won't do any of that, because she's completely covered, because she's completely beaten up. So she had to cover her whole face, her whole body. And so her having the courage and the ability to run is truly her only escape at this point. He has told her over and over again, though, if she tries to leave, that he will kill her. He says that he will kill her and bury her in the jungle and tell everyone that she left and they don't know where she is. These are his words verbatim. So not only has he threatened her life, she's afraid to leave. When she tries to leave, she gets beaten for it. And he tells her, we'll just kill you and bury you. This is not
shame, 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 shame.
Yes, that's a daggone shame. That is a shame because Joy said the same thing. When they would go away, that's how he threatened some of the females. Because you are in a place where you just can't run. You are in a place where you just cannot run. Okay? No, you're not. You just cannot run. That's the fear that he put in them women. And the men too. So I'm gonna rewind that part a little bit. That's a shame. It's just a shame.
and she tries to leave, she gets beaten for it, and he tells her, we'll just kill you and bury you. Left. And they don't know where she is. These are his words verbatim. So not only has he threatened her life, she's afraid to leave. When she tries to leave, she gets beaten for it. And he tells her, we'll just kill you and bury you. This is not something that is entertainment or a joke. This is not something that can be taken lightly. Now,
Hey Jack.
what I'm seeing, obviously, because he is on a public platform, that we just got that little itsy bitsy glimpse. And you guys now get to see what I've been saying to you and what everybody else has been speaking on after they leave there. But you just scratch the surface. You see nothing. You don't actually see and hear and, watch the actual beatings. That's the torture. But this man still has access to be online. You guys are still entertaining him like this is some sort of performance. You guys are still feeding into this whole drama that people are clout chasing, people are after him, people are this. No, people are telling you the truth because there are these women who are there whose lives are seriously in danger. And when there's a fucking funeral, then y'all gonna say, oh my God, wow, they said that. They said that when he said, they said, oh my God, yeah. You think it's a joke. You think you have some man in your face throwing his penis around and dancing, being some stripper telling you he's your Messiah. Meanwhile, what he really wants to do is to be in his sex industry, be with his transsexuals, be gay, but he wants to hide that because that's not accepted in the community. That's not something that's approved of. So these women are being beaten on because he has to hide from being who he really is. When you gotta watch transgender porn before you have sex with your woman, something ain't right with you. Transsexual porn. When you have to, when you have penis pictures, dick pics in your phone that you look at, something's not right. When you have men sending you messages and you say it's working, you're working for the kingdom. Because as long as somebody's giving him money, it's considered work, right? If you're gay, just be gay. If you're transsexual, just be transsexual. That's neither here nor there. You shouldn't be beating these women because you're frustrated with who you are and not free to be yourself. You're sodomizing these women, ruining, completely demolishing their anus because you desire to be with a man. Point blank, period. Whether you say it looks like a woman, whether it's a transsexual, but whatever you want to say it is. Nobody's homophobic. Be yourself. But not at the expense of these women being beaten on a regular basis, never being able to live up to what these standards are. And the whole pull towards this sexual energy is that when you're in his mind with those energies, you don't have to be in a committed thing. It's just sex. You can have sex whenever you want. Everybody's free with the sex, right? But with the women, it's like you got to deal with the emotions. You got to deal with the drama. You got to deal with them being jealous. You got to deal with this XYZ, XYZ. So I'm reading into that, not because I give a shit about who he's fucking, but because that's what's creating all of this trauma.
He played with their head really good, right? And like I was telling somebody yesterday, it wasn't really about him wanting to be with just men. He wanted everybody to be fluid, like old, some old school bath days. Not but wait with this before our times. They just sit up there and everybody just go buck wild, right? That's what he was trying to do. But the narcissistic person in him, for it to work, he got to have full control. And he used them also as entertainment. See, they wasn't acting, but just like the king has gestures, and the king would sit there and have real life people for entertainment. That was one of the things Nature Boy did. Again, if these people is so mad about his sentence, I can't tell you enough. I got some tissue for you. And if you need therapy, go and get it. It's okay. It's okay. I got some tissue for you. Oh, don't come in my comments talking about nothing. If you do not understand the dynamics, you are part of the problem. You are part of the problem. Hey, Judy. I'm sorry. Hey, Jody. How are you today? Yeah, you are part of the problem.
That these women are having to be abused because that little boy inside of him that was abused by someone else is playing itself out. And these women have to pay the price for what he suffered because he doesn't want to heal. But we passed that. We have way past that because at this point, this is women's lives in danger. Okay? Tanisha literally sat and talked to the family and said, this is what she deserves. She's a whore, and that she deserves to be beaten because she's disrespectful, and that this is what is needed.
I told you. I told you. I told you guys. That girl was there. She's suffering because of guilt. That's why she cannot leave, because she's suffering from guilt. Now, she said the sister said this. I don't know. I don't know. Because she's that girl came there wanting to suffer. And in her mind, everything she gets, she deserves. And we want to tell her, you do not deserve it. You do not deserve it. People got a twisted way of talking about people who get abused. People have a twisted way of saying, well, the woman opened the door. The women keep taking her back. People, mind your business, right? Only the people who's not in that situation could come up with 50 million brilliant ideas. But if you're in a situation, or if you've never been in a situation, but you have understanding, then listen to the conversation. That's why, that's another reason why women stay in abusive relationships. They stay in cults because once they come out in society, society tells them how it's their fault. That's why they say they cannot come back to society, because this is how society treats people. This is what society does. Yeah, I know. I was looking for my daggone chain and can't find it, but I was also reading you guys' comments, right? And it's terrible. It's terrible. What was her life before? That's Angie. That's another whole story, but we will explain it as we go. We will explain it. But either way, it wasn't a bad life, but for her, it was a life full of guilt because of the choices that she made. That's why Malia always go, these are the choices. This is me. This is in my mind, right? This is why it's hard for her to blame the abuser because of how she walked in feeling a certain way, and Nature Boy played off of that. He played off her guilt, right? He played off of it and made her a hitting machine. No, knowing that she'll snap out sometime, as they say. We heard she tried to snap out, she tried to run away, but then that guilt, not the fact that she wants to go back, but the guilt of her life hits her like, I deserve this. I deserve everything that happened to me. Let me go back. Because she's trying to face her guilt. Like, we have heard of things, and I'm quite sure people that was with her heard her life, but before she got the carbonation, but maybe they don't truly understand what went on in her life. Because when you hurt somebody deeply, or if you hurt somebody and you're hurting at the same time, it takes a while to get over that guilt. And in her mind, something switched that I deserve. No, you don't. You don't deserve none of that. Because while you're hurting people. You're hurting people now. So now that's going to leave you with more guilt. It's not just the beatings and stuff, Tanisha. Miss Tanisha. Miss Dule. It's not just that. Now they have made you become a liar, a deceiver, a manipulator. They have made you become all of these things so you can still get punished for the guilt you have in you. Go back to your family. Release. That's the only way you're going to release the guilt. You can face them. They want to see you. They do love you. Or if not, go and bond with your son. Go and bond with your son. You did make that baby. That baby is not for the universe. God passed that baby through you. You're supposed to take care of it. That's you. That is you. If your mother was still here, you would want her to take care of you. You would want to speak to her. You would want to hug her. You would want to kiss her. You would want to do everything. But guess what, Tanisha? You are still here. Don't deprive that from your son. Think about the minute, the second you got that phone call. Don't do that to your son. Don't let these people do that to your son. They want your son to feel the same way you felt at that moment. They don't care about you. They don't care.
is playing itself out. And these women have to pay the price for what he suffered because he doesn't want to heal. But we passed that. We have way past that because at this point, this is women's lives in danger. Okay? Tanisha literally sat and talked to the family and said, this is what she deserves. She's a whore, and that she deserves to be beaten because she's disrespectful, and that this is what is needed because he's disciplining her and teaching her how to be a woman. Now you can obviously see this is someone not in their right mind. She said that the way he treats her is how he shows his love, and it's how he cares for her by beating her because that's what she needs. And taking out fake loans and money in her name is so that she can support him because the white man is against them. And so they're using the system, this Babylon that they're claiming it is. But when it's going in his pocket, it's okay. Right now, it's just a ticking bomb to one of these women's lives. Literally. And it's a sad reality. It's a painful reality. But Tanisha Dule, your life is completely in danger. And while we understand that you are terrified because you try to leave, you get beaten. He tells you if you leave, you're going to get killed. So you're trapped. You don't know which way to go. And you have these other women around you peer pressuring you, telling you, oh, you want to get him arrested. You want to get him in jail. You're going to go to the police on him. You're going to tell the police that he beat you. Woo, 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 woo. So that he beats you more. We understand that you're afraid and you don't know which direction to go in. But I want to tell you right now, this second, we are here to help you. The moment you call, there will not be a second of delay. There won't be a second to wait. Let your name be your symbol for you. The more you delay, the more your life is at risk. Run at any chance that you get, anyone that you meet in public, anywhere that you go. I know they supervise you to the bathroom. You can't even pee on your own. Somebody's standing at the door. I was there. You can't even walk on your own. You can't use your phone. Using his phone. You don't have no line. You have no access to anything because somebody's always watching. We know what you're dealing with. We understand. I was right there with you. But the next opportunity, I don't care how afraid you are, scream, run, use your voice, and get out. Get out. Because how are we going to tell your family what happened to you? And we saw this. We watched it. And people entertaining it. There was some silly girl on there kiki and laughing, carrying on, while he's calling you every kind of bitch, whore, slut, every kind of name. I mean, people really think this is entertainment. Meanwhile, it's your life that's at risk and in danger every single second. Based on his bipolar schizophrenic disorder. Clinically, the man is ill. And he's ill now at your expense. Don't worry about the money. Don't worry about no nothing. You're going to be good. Just get out of there. Run for your life. Speak to the first person you can. Tell them you are in grave danger. I know you can hear my voice, and I know you will find a way, and you will hear this. I've been told by everyone that you guys watch. And this is the only reason that I'm using my voice. Because if I didn't tell this story, no one would know the truth. In depth. And now more have come out to tell the story. So many courageous ones have come out in the recent months. This last slew of people that have left have been no joke. And that's why you see the first person to ever join Tron is gone. Gone. It's falling. The entire thing, there is nothing. There is not even an establishment there. It's just a running joke. The only thing that's feeding it is you people continuing to entertain him. And he considers it the righteous thing to do and the right way to beat and discipline his wife by beating on her. So just know every time you're participating in that and you're supporting that. Eligio Prado is canceled. There is no room on this planet for that. These women deserve to have their lives. And stop fucking telling me if she want to be there, if she choose to be there. She is not in her right mind. Understand and listen to us all who have told you all the same thing. They are under the MK Ultra. They are under his complete hypnosis. You think a woman's going to say a man treats her good after he just beat her the night before? She's literally a bot. She is just repeating what she's hearing.
See, you said, what is the point?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, you see, okay, she says, what is the point in living if you suffer abuse every day? Malia must be extremely depressed and feel hopeless. I hope that she hasn't lost. I believe that is probably where she's at. And I believe she went there with that feeling, and then that whatever that if it is that MK that they put them under or whatever, I don't know. But we do know what she's saying is not far fetched, right? It's not far fetched. Anytime somebody use you to throw you through a wall, and I mean, she's make you from her being even not even the abuse, but how do you watch somebody be sick and right in front of you, and it's like 5 pounds soaking wet, can't walk, can't talk, and say it's in your mind. It's all in your mind. But I really think she went there with that hopelessness, that hopeless feeling. I think she went there already feeling that way. But I don't, it's the, you know, we don't even know what the point is because it's whatever God wants, right? Hopefully she gets out of this. If the other two want to sit, they're not sickly. She is. If the other two want to sit around and beat each other up all day, that would be their business, right? That's none of our concern. If they want to sit up there and be, and they can take it and they can handle it, and they don't have a problem smacking on each other, do you? But she can't take it no more. Her body cannot take it anymore. And they don't care because they are under instruction. That's what makes them still dangerous because they are still under instruction. That will be including her also. She is still under instructions. So, what about these men or boys? I know we are talking about the effects of the monster because, well, what caused the monster to be? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter what caused somebody to be the monster. We may think it matters, but at the point, like if you're in the street and something happens to you, you looking at what happened to you. You're not sitting back going, what caused it? Because we would never really truly know. People know. People. A lot of times, people don't know themselves. It could be years of abuse. It could be people that's really spoiled and do not like the word no. Sometimes people hear the word no, they turn into a whole new creature. It could be abuse. It could, we don't know, but we do know they're causing havoc. They're causing havoc in people's lives, which would now make other people monsters, right? Like a vampire, right? We don't know what made them a vampire, but once that vampire bite your neck, you are now a vampire, right? You are now, and that's what's happening. He had then put that venom. He bit them with that venom. So now they are becoming vampires. And our job is to keep them from biting other people. Right? That would be our job. Right? But to be accurate and saying what caused it could be a number of things. A Salia, Benya, Salaya, Benya. I know I don't butcher your whole name, but you know how I feel about you.
She's not even speaking her own mind. So I want to say we really need to hold a strong fast, a minimum of 3 days. You know, the last time we did it, we had 77 women that fasted with me. And then right after that, Syrian and Mente left. 2 weeks after that, Velvet's mom spoke. Velvet left, and now Tanisha. So I strongly believe that we as a community cannot take this lightly. And we do have to allow the spiritual powers that be to do their work, because he is self-destructing. He is doing it to himself consistently. And the only way for us to actually see some sort of results and to help Tanisha is to go within. Truly. The police try and they lie and cover for him. You know, there's only but so much that can happen, right? Now we do remember when Kay, what was the girl's name?
Apple.
The one from with her mom, the other one,
Oh,
the Caucasian women, when they were there, oh man, you had news coverages, you had BBC, you had all kinds of people asking questions.
yep.
When you see the girls from New Orleans or Louisiana, some of the black girls being beaten and coerced by some man, don't nobody show up nowhere.
Nope.
There's no news, there's no outlet, there's nobody talking about it. These women are just being beaten to death, being beaten down to a pulp, and nobody gives two fucks. Instead, people are focused on stupid ass conspiracy theories, who's this, who's that, dumb broke asses, and y'all are entertaining them, which are also in cahoots with him. Okay? Y'all be falling for the okie doke every single time. These people who have given you the wrong addresses to where he was, never was there, all planned, telling you they got the address, telling you they found out where he is, lies. If you ain't hear it nowhere, you heard it today. Lies. Okay? All of that shit's made up. All of that shit is just for people so they can keep doing what they relevant want to do and trying to make it news. Ain't no news. This is people's lives. We are people who actually experience this fuck shit. Okay? Use your brain. Think about it. Make calculations in your mind. Now that we're on the outside and we can actually see, we all are like, yo, this dude needs to be handled. It's not right. And it's never going to be right because he's never going to change.
You heard? Never gonna change. Wait for them tissue
I want to
people.
say to the families that are
I waited 45 minutes. Took my order. They installed it for 10 minutes. I looked at it. I said, don't worry about the food.
As I say about his supporters, they are the tissue people. Hey, Mimi, they are the tissue people, and we should send them some tissue. For all the malicious prosecution, send them some tissue. Send them some tissue. We have had a collection to get them some tissue. They are the tissue crew. They need it. They sitting there crying. They need some tissue in their life. Yes. Hey, Miss Doubles was a mother. She had a job and a family. I guess she lived a pretty normal life. Aya and Fufu gonna be together as a couple. Well, they could. They could. And they could pop out and smack on each other all day if that's their choice. Their bodies can take it. They could do whatever they want to do. Oh, you need some tissue? I got allergies too. You get the regular one. Here the regular one for you. Right, here they go. I got it for you. There you go. You know I got you, Jack. Yes, it's allergy season. Went from sinusitis to allergies. I can't win at all. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, they tissue nation. They need it. They need it. They need it. They need it, baby.
in pain it's really, really hard talking to the family members, because it's like these are people who are literally suffering and watching the people that they love be tormented and be completely abused. And it's like they feel helpless because they can't do anything, because she's brainwashed and she's saying, like a walkie-talkie, because if she doesn't say she's okay, if she doesn't pop off and defend him, he's gonna beat her again. Because what you guys don't know, whenever parents, sisters, siblings call in and questioning him and asking about them, he then beats them for telling them that, oh, you didn't defend me enough. You making me look crazy in front of the people. You making it seem like I'm holding you hostage. You making it seem like I'm making you be here, like I'm forcing you. Meanwhile, when they try to leave, you beat the shit out of them. So all this that he's trying to pretend that he lets them leave at free will, now you see for yourself that that is a complete lie. That's just for the cameras. He
Let me explain to y'all and let me show you. This video is over 3 years ago. Over 3 years ago. So, this book, she is, somebody said, who is this woman? She is Sybil. She was a Carbon Nation member also. She is a Carbon Nation survivor. So she's telling you what she's seen there, right? Yes, she, a woman, an educated woman, a beautiful, educated woman, makes it to Carbon Nation too, right? But gladly and luckily, she got out also. Uh-huh. I hope they go live in prison and show our nation. Hi, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, welcome to the love train, baby. So, I think I answered somebody's question. Y'all think he's going to, let me explain something. It's not the fact if he's going to get an appeal. He can get one. Does it mean he's going to make it? No. That they got new evidence? No. Right? So the thing is, the whole entire jail The whole entire jail is innocent. They innocent, I tell you, they innocent. So it's a lot. You think Bashar Jamal, he innocent, he waiting for his appeal. You know how many people in front of Nature Boy for an appeal? That people, y'all gotta start thinking. Not you guys, because we're smart over here, right? We are smart. But they make it seem like, oh, you can get a pill. The whole damn jail waiting for an appeal. They all innocent, I tell you. They all are innocent. They all waiting for an appeal. He one of many. They're not worrying about him. Don't let his people and all these people, the tissue crew, Tissue Nation. Their new name is Tissue Nation. I got some tissue for them. I got some tissue for them. Yeah, I got some tissue. That's for Tissue Nation. Anybody who's so upset about his sentence and you said Scott Peterson just now getting. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all need to stop with the all of that. Well, not us. The Tissue Nation. The Tissue Nation. They went from Carbon Nation to Tissue Nation. The Tissue Nation crew. Cause we got some Kleenex for them. Oh, he's gonna get it. Yeah, he could. He would do 4 years before that comes. He might do more than that. Because the whole entire prison is innocent. I tell you, the whole entire, all of them is innocent.
I'm trying to make them go. I tell them all the time to leave. Lies. She gets her face smashed in, broken her whole body into a wall. The whole wall has her print left in it from him beating her so bad. Tanisha. Okay? Answer me that one. So understand that this is extremely, extreme. If you ain't hear it nowhere, you heard it today. Lies. Okay? All of that shit's made up. All of that shit is just for people so they can keep doing what they relevant want to do and trying to make it news. Ain't no news. This is people's lives. We are people who actually experience this fuck shit. Okay? Use your brain. Think about it. Make calculations in your mind. Now that we are on the outside and we can actually see, we all are like, yo, this dude needs to be handled. It's not right. And it's never going to be right because he's never going to change. I want to say to the families that are in pain, it's really, really hard talking to the family members because it's like these are people who are literally suffering and watching the people that they love be tormented and be completely abused. And it's like they feel helpless because they can't do anything because she's brainwashed and she's saying like a walkie-talkie, because if she doesn't say she's okay, if she doesn't pop off and defend him, he's gonna beat her again. Because what you guys don't know, whenever parents, sisters, siblings call in and questioning him and asking about them, He then beats them for telling them that, oh, you didn't defend me enough. You making me look crazy in front of the people. You making it seem like I'm holding you hostage. You making it seem like I'm making you be here, like I'm forcing you. Meanwhile, when they try to leave, you beat the shit out of them. So all this that he's trying to pretend that he lets them leave at free will, now you see for yourself that is a complete lie. That's just for the cameras. I'm trying to make them go. I tell them all the time to leave. Lies. She gets her face smashed in, broken her whole body into a wall. The whole wall has her print left in it from him beating her so bad. Tanisha. Okay? Answer me that one. So understand that this is extremely, extremely serious. And the family is very concerned and they want her home. Yes, they get frustrated, they get upset because of what she's saying, because she sounds like a bot. It doesn't seem like it makes sense because she's saying, oh yeah, he's this, he takes care of me, he does that, because he's right there. And of course, if she says anything the wrong way, she gets popped. You guys saw it on live. Shut the fuck up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, hoe. Right? You know what happens when that camera goes off if she didn't say the right thing? You don't see her holding her mouth, and you don't see somebody straining, like afraid for their life in terror to say the wrong thing. She tried to slam and walk out the door. He went out there and body slammed her. Y'all think this is a game. She got the beating of her life last night. Okay? And we have to really understand what's happening. Not only their health as women, the STDs that they're all spreading in-house, they all have it. All of them. Every single one of them. Sickness, beatings, manipulation, extortion, exploitation, sex slaves. I mean, the abuse, the child abuse when the child was there. Thank God she's no longer there. The list goes on and on and on. It's not a joke and it's not a game. I feel like I need to end this live. And we need to be in deep thought and send Malia our best wishes. Really pray over her soul. If it moves you to fast, please do so. From sun up to sundown, just liquid fast, just pure liquids. Just see Tanisha coming home to her family. Your family wants you home, Tanisha. Janelle wants you home. She is welcoming you and waiting for you with open arms. We're all waiting for you. No matter what was said in frustration today, it's just because sometimes people don't understand. So we spent long, long hours talking so that people can understand that you are not in your right mind. We know that. We know that you are completely dominated right now. And those things were expressed and really understood. So the moment you're ready, know that we are here. And that you have choices. And that you can leave and you will be okay. Run for your life the very moment you get the chance. I don't know if there's anything else that we needed to speak on. Absolutely. Say that. Yes. Yes, God is real. Call Tanisha home. She is home safe with her family, her biological family. Her mind is awake. She remembers who she is, Tanisha DeLay. She remembers. Yes. Yeah. And if it says she got to sneak out in the night, if she's got to do whatever she's got to do, just get yourself out there. You got them legs, you know how to run. Run. You know. And just hold firm. Just hold firm in knowing that Tanisha will get out. I even believe Aya, Portia, will get out. Also, Kayla Buckner, I believe she will get out too. They're watching these beatings. They're watching all the abuse. They may not have their soul, but they have a heart. And that flight or flight instinct, when you're in fear for your life, something happens. There's something that happens. So let's just remember that God is very much in place. Just like we never thought everybody else would have left, but they left and they are safe. And we are examples that you can live your life. You're not going to die. You're not going to go to hell. There's nothing that's going to happen bad to you. You're blessed. You're valuable. You're worthy to have your own free mind and to be loved the way you deserve to be loved. We hold that space for you, Tanisha, and we see you coming home. We really do. And just want to leave that right there. If I think I may come back and do reading, but it's kind of late. I mean, I just felt like tonight, I just want to meditate on Tanisha. You know, I just really want to focus on her. And just to give her her time tonight, right? Let's give her all of our time and all of our attention. And that's the best for us that we can do. All right? Good night, guys.
What? Dule. Yep, you heard what you heard, baby. How long was she there? I do not. How long? This is 3 years ago when she got out. So she must have been in there like 3.5, 4 years ago. Because this video is 3 years ago. Hey JC, they took my notifications away. I'm gonna put the link in, and then I'm gonna play that last part over. Hey, the underrated darkness. What's up, number one grinder? The number one grind. I think I'm the number one grinder, but I'll let you slide. I'll let you be the number one male grinder. I'm the number one female grinder. If somebody want to come in and talk about what they have heard, the link is down there. And yes, you heard what you heard, fool. Always good to see you, my brother. I'm going to rewind that part again, just in case you ain't hear it the first time. You're going to hear it again. Mm. Oh, damn. People be lying. All right, I put the Lakeisha, if you want, Kiki, are you with me? You famous. If you want to talk about the video we just heard, I put the link in there. I would like to know what y'all feel about it. I told you, threw the girl through the closet and everything. When I put the link in there, y'all take your time to click it. And then next you know, when I don't put the link in there and forget I put the link in there, I can pop it up. Oh man, I got huh?
Thought and send Malia our best wishes. Really pray over her soul. And if it moves you to fast, please do so. From sun up to sundown, just liquid fast, just pure liquids. Just see Tanisha coming home to her family. Your family wants you home, Tanisha. Janelle wants you home. She is welcoming you and waiting for you with open arms. We're all waiting for you. No matter what was said in frustration today, it's just because sometimes people don't understand. So we spent long hours talking so that people can understand that you are not in your right mind. We know that. We know that you are completely dominated right now. And those things were expressed and really understood. So the moment you're ready, know that we are here. And that you have choices. And that you can leave. And you will be okay. Run for your life the very moment you get the chance. I don't know if there's anything.
Girl, mess up the audio. Girl,
to speak on.
Girl, you got to let us know. Girl, you got to let us know. Come on up, fool. Disturb the audio. Disturb the audio. Please fill me in, fool. You got me. Come, Foolie. Come, tell us. Disturb the audio. We don't care. Disturb the audio, dang it. Disturb the audio. Please click, and click. See, this is why I said these old videos come in handy. Come on, fool. Come on, fool. Do what you do, baby. Make it do what it 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 do, baby. We're gonna wait. After we're gonna play a little breaky break music. A little breaky break. We're an hour in. We're gonna play some breaky break. Unbreak my heart music. Say you love me again.
Yeah.
And remember, this video was 30 years ago. I got
No.
hello, my sister.
Peace and blessings. And again, y'all forgive me. I'm outside in my garden time with my plants and stuff. So
Let
y'all
me
forgive the audio.
tell them I say hi because you know they like for people to talk to them. Tell them they got people over here.
Thank you for talking to my plants. That makes me feel very good. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. Her last name is Boulay, you said?
Dule, but it's close to
Dule.
Boule.
You know what? That's
Mm-hmm.
even better.
Mm-hmm.
That's even better. Because you got the black side of the Washingtons and you got the white side of the Washingtons.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have the Hewitts and you have the Hewletts.
Right.
You have the Boulets and you have the Dulets.
Mm-hmm.
One is an offshoot of the other, supposedly a step down or blackened or blackballed, so to speak. If she's a Dule, that means that she is part of a bloodline. Now, whether people can capitalize on their bloodlines or not, that has nothing to do with me. But interesting enough that she's a Dule, and she was the one that broke the mirror in a fit. See, just like certain mutants, so to speak, some of y'all can only activate your gifts when you're in a hyper state of sensitivity, when you're pretty much
Mm-hmm.
about to lose your crap.
Yeah.
Much like what's the comic book, the X-Men. When
Uh,
they're teenagers and they start to lose their crap, then they find
yeah.
out that they have gifts. Now, whether you can capitalize on them or just use them at reflex, that's two different things. She's a reflex witch, and he keeps choosing that type of witch for a reason.
That's
Hyper
the third.
states of
And she's the third one
correct.
in three. Remember,
Yeah.
Yaya's
Oh,
one, Velvet's two, she's three.
you know, as much as people, if you don't like the word magic, let's just call it mathematics.
Well, say it because I tell people you don't have to believe in it for it not to be true. So that's what I tell
Very
people.
much
So
so.
go ahead, darling.
And again, you can have your own theory, but this one
Mm-hmm.
is mine on why specifically. Because my big question was, how did she know to go get that mirror? Because that wasn't something that she just had in her hand.
Mm-hmm.
She specifically went and got the mirror, and again, by reflex. You don't know why you do it, you just do it by instinct. She went out, broke that mirror, cursed, jumped up and down, screamed, hollered, came back to the mirror and grinded it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I told Nature Boy 4 years ago to stop playing around with these undeveloped witches They gonna get you in trouble because you like to mess with them. You like to piss them off. You like to push them to their precipice. Well, there you go, nigga. Oops.
There it is. You see, when I told people he threw her through the damn. This is not the first time we heard she was thrown through a closet doing her body shake. People think when we say stuff, right? Because we was watching in real time, they think they say what we say or they look for what we say, but and then they want to act like they know. It's crazy, but people don't understand this. This is all true. Like we been there, and he yeah. This is number three. One, two, three. Them little Louisiana, I have a hobby on that little Louisiana, Bama. No, 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 no. Yeah, he done. Mm-hmm. But I told, and I think I've been with saying, I said, I don't know what Malia had in her, and we both saying the same thing, but just in different ways. I said I don't know what she had in her, but he's that she gonna be his downfall. Hello, JC.
Hello, how are you?
We are fine. Who can you? You can welcome yourself.
Hello everyone. Peace to the panel and peace to the chat. Um, I'm very welcome to be able to have a space to be able to come up and talk to you guys about things. And yeah,
So, what do you think
I
about this video right here?
I,
Hmm.
I did want to say something about what Fundi was just talking about like that that X-Men, like that power we got that come out of nowhere. And I wanted to her to explain was she a little bit more about that, like, do you feel as though that was her trying to like utilize her power?
That was her power trying to utilize her.
Her, okay, yeah, got you. It was yeah, got you, meaning like she didn't even realize what was really, yeah, got you.
Exactly.
Hmm.
What
And
we
that
have
was
to what we
that
have to
foundation that
understand,
moved you. Yep.
our powers have an intelligence of its own, and it also has a defense mechanism. It
Hmm.
wants to protect the host.
Yes. Yes.
So when the host is threatened, it's a defense mechanism that is ignited. And if you're untrained, it will use you instead of you using it. And when it is done defending you, it will subside back to where it came from. And you standing there like, oh, oh,
Well, see, I
oh.
wouldn't. Yeah, and the reason why, it's just crazy how she brought that up because before meeting Nature Boy and this whole thing, and the very end of it, I was in a situation with a narcissist where I was taking things, holding back, not being who I was, and then it got to a point where that what you're talking about, that instinct nature, my foundation of who I am, kicked in, and I started to fight back to get out of my situation. And then even in the midst of fighting back, and then you feel bad, like, damn, what did I just do? You calm down, you be like, you out of it, like, what happened? You know what I mean? But you don't realize it's a process. And then you realize, then you go, oh, all right, I realize what my body and what my mind is trying to do and trying to tell me, that it's a conflict of interest. It's a conflict within and without.
Here is where you learn that your body
Mm-hmm.
is different from the mind.
Yeah.
Those two things should be able to agree to exist. If you don't,
Hmm.
there is mental and physical imbalance.
Yeah. You- Oh wow. Hmm.
And if you hold your hand over a fire and you allow instinct to do what it does, you gonna pull your hand back, because instinct for the body is to protect itself regardless of what your crazy idea is.
Hmm.
You must discipline the mind to discipline the body to hold your hand over a candle for long periods of time. That is a discipline, because at every point in time, the body does want to preserve itself and snatch back.
Hmm.
Here is where mind over matter.
Over matter. Let's go.
Well, hold on, JC. Was you the one that was at carbonation before, or
Mm,
spoke upon carbonation
I,
before? Are you the same JC?
I am. I was. I wasn't there per se. No, but I was. Yes, I was. The last 2 years of I would say from like the end of 2019, 2020 till the end of yeah. But I wasn't there physically. I wasn't there physically. I did meet. I did get to meet them. Not all of them. I was there for a day, and
So
yeah.
where did you meet them at? Did you mind if we ask?
Philadelphia. When they
Oh,
came
so
from Puerto Rico to Philly before they went to Atlanta.
so you was with
Shout out
Google.
to Philadelphia.
Let's go.
You was with Google Gaga, y'all. That's a
I
separate
did.
place.
I did meet him. Yep. They came. They came 2 cars deep to pick me up. I was asleep. I had just came off of work. I didn't even know that they was going to be in the city or whatever. And they called me and said they was here. I was like, all right, come get me. Let's hang out. I was like, I was excited. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not.
Mm.
I'm not. I'm not lying. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, come on, we can hang out. Um, they came 2 cars deep. It was Nature Boy, Malia, and Aya, me, um, and who was staying with another girl, another follower. I want to put her name out there. If she not. And and then Nate came. He had a van and he had another car. It was 2 cars. Nate was in another car. Yeah, and it was a
So
crazy
did
night.
you did you feel that dark energy around Nature Boy? Or you didn't just
Oh,
pay it
oh
no
yeah.
mind.
Oh, definitely, 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 definitely. The thing is, it was like both. It was weird. It was like because you have to understand, like it was crazy because he would call me randomly and would talk to me regularly, like outside of like all those characters and stuff like that, just normal.
They asked you for
And
money.
um, n- not per
I
se,
mean, it's
no.
over with. So if you
No,
did,
yeah,
it's
no,
okay.
no, no, no,
You
no.
wouldn't be the only
I
one.
didn't lie about nothing. No, no.
Oh,
The
okay.
only time he really, like, when I was on Bigo, I knew how to do the app where I would support him on the app, where it wasn't really money per se. I was more of a supporter where I knew how to do things to get things to give him back. So I didn't really have to give him much money, but I did upload a few times and send some beans or whatever when I had it. Nothing crazy. But after he got locked up, he was calling me and like on some like manipulative type stuff, which was like crazy because it was like I really thought they cared for me. I thought we were like and it just at the end of everything. It was like, oh well, you're not gonna let me sit in here hungry,
Or you spoke to him since when he was locked up.
yeah.
Oh, so he was
But then it
still
just got
trying to
like,
get money out of people.
yeah, I mean, I don't know about everybody else. I'm just saying my situation. Like my thing is, they would call me on some like real friendly stuff. I would call joking around. It was always I that I talked to, and it's crazy because some of these YouTubers, these channel holders, like talk about me and they're like, "Oh, you're like obsessed." What the thing was Aya was like. Now I'm thinking like I don't want to say that she's like a recruiter, but and we were really we were close in age, so we
Fool.
all me and Aya.
Fool.
I'm old.
Hold on, fool. If you got any questions, you can ask too, my love.
Baby girl, tell the truth and shame the devil.
I
Please.
always tell the truth. I always. The thing is, people want to hear things that what I'm trying to say that didn't happen with certain people. My thing is, I do have things to say, but if you want to talk about this specific situation, we can talk about it. We can talk about it. I'm not going.
I don't even know what made me. I felt your spirit. I didn't even know your name. I just felt. I said, "This lady." Was that? I don't know what made me think of that, and I didn't know if I
Mhm.
was right or wrong. That's why I said, "Let me ask you that question." I've never heard of you or seen you before ever, right? And I don't know what made me say this. It's just something in your
I mean,
voice.
we've talked. Like, I
But
think I might
but
have been
it's
on a
I
couple
don't know. But
times or
it's
in your
no.
chat.
Well, we don't judge here, so anything you have to say is, it's over with now. So, like
Yeah.
you said, tell the truth and shame the devil. Because, but go ahead, fool. You got
That's
something
not
to say?
true. I judge the
Um.
fuck out of shit. That's
No,
not
I
a
mean, I
philosophy.
mean, no,
I judge the
I
fuck
mean,
out of shit.
I mean,
So,
for her,
I
if she want to tell her story, that's what I mean. I want her to be
don't.
able to tell her story. Like you said, she can't shame the devil. Go right ahead. We ain't judging you telling your story. That's what I mean.
My thing is the only thing is people be like, when I try to tell my story and I'm truthful about my story, it's like, oh, because they have all these things in their mind of all the stories. Because trust me, I'm just one in a bunch. You know what I'm saying? So, but my thing is,
So what?
he's never touched me. We never had sex, and I want to say that right now,
Mhm.
just to
But you
keep it
only met
put
him
that
once,
record.
though, right?
Yes, in person, yes. Yeah, and that was and that night in Philly was really crazy. It showed me enough to know everything was true.
All right. So what happened in Philly, and then why did you still
And then I went and I still was in contact. Yeah.
So what happened in Philly, and why
hmm
was you still in contact? Where you at, fool?
Yeah.
Go ahead, girl.
Well,
Hmm.
like long story short, because
No, we want to hear the long story.
no, I can't go into the long story right now. But I mean, I'm not gonna cut out nothing. Y'all have questions in between because it's still like I can't explain it, like unreal to me, like what happened, and then like everything
No,
that
but that's what we
transpired
need to
right after
know.
that. Okay, so
You can save some of the tissue nation. I call them the tissue nation that don't want to. But you can save some of the tissue nation.
wait, what's the tissue nation?
That's what I call the people who feel sorry for him and he don't deserve. I
Oh,
call them the sorry.
oh,
I got
oh,
tissues for them, so they the tissue
oh,
nation.
oh, got you, got
What's
you.
up, Booski? And Booski, if you got
So,
something to ask, you can ask too.
so
Peace,
like,
reflections, granite rising.
hmm,
Grand rising.
All right, go ahead, baby.
so yeah, like I said, so they hit me up. They came and got me. I grabbed a couple things because it was late, and it was like, all right, we probably going to spend the night. We going to probably be out. It was already really late. You know what I'm saying? So I made sure I had something to put on for the next day, whatever, right? So I had a little bag. They came and got me. We had a nice hug. Everything was like, I was like, oh my gosh. But the thing was, they was in Philly all day,
Mm-hmm.
and they was like bar hopping and having fun. So they was like drunk, and I drink, but I drink after work, and I ain't eat, and I was like, dang, I gotta get where y'all at. They're like, well, we about to go out, and we went to Nate's spot. Nate is actually a chef. He actually is a cook, and so we went to his spot. and we ate, but it was like really lame and the crazy. All right, wait, let me back up. Okay, so I'm trying to get the girls together because they're drunk. I wasn't feeling well. So when we go into the spot, this is when I realize it's real, right? Because we in a car, we singing Beanie Siegel, we in there just getting, what I mean, listening to music, the whole ride there, everything was good. Then when we get out, it was a whole nother thing because it was like, all right, fall in line. Like we had to walk in a single file line behind him. And I was like, okay. And they weren't feeling good, so we were going to the bathroom to get them all cleaned up and together and things like
Was that
that.
the day they got them tattoos? Was that the day
Tattoo?
that other new girl was there and she got that tattoo when Malia got and she kept throwing up? Oh, that's another time.
Nah, no, nobody really knew about this, and I thought nobody knew about it, and I wasn't going to really talk about it until I wanted to talk about it. But then people was talking about it, and I was like, and they wasn't even. I was like, I was there, and they just saying all kinds. People just making up all kinds of stuff. I'm like, man, this is crazy. But anyway, I
Mm.
get it. I get that though. But um, so I'm like, dang. So we walk into the bathroom. And right and okay, it's like a dark ambiance type, little lounge or whatever. It was like a restaurant slash lounge. You know how it is. I don't know if you've ever been to Philly, but they have like on South Street, they have a whole bunch of little bars. It was just like a little whatever. So it's a dark ass corner right before. When I tell you pitch black, right before the bathroom, and I'm last in line because I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm just, and he pulls me to the side and puts me in a corner with him. And I can't see him because he's dark and he was wearing like all black. So I couldn't even see him, which was crazy. And he's talking to me like, oh, so the first, like, I'm like, this is the first thing you want to say to me. Like, it was weird. He's like, oh, so you coming with me? You coming? You coming back with me, right? Like, and I'm like, look, I'm here to meet you. I manifested this. That's what I said to him. And he got mad at me and was like, go ahead, go in there with the girls, go in there with the ladies, and just shoo me off. Right. So we get out. I is not feeling well. And I'm like, I'm about to get you some water because I'm trying to take care of him. I'm like, I'm getting you some water. I come back with some water and she's like, I mean, right off the bat, it's like, you know this shit's real, right? So it's like, right off the bat, she's like, did Poppy say I could have this? I said, don't worry about what Poppy said. You need this. Drink it now. Drink it. So she listened to me and she drank it. And we sitting there, the food comes out. It wasn't really good. Me and I, like I cook and I cook. And we was over there like talk, everybody passed out because they was drinking all day. They just done. And then they realized Malia and everybody, Malia realizes that Nature Boy wasn't there because he was trying to find a better spot for us to be at because he wasn't feeling the vibes there. So he dips off. And she realized he dipped off. I knew he dipped off. I knew what he did because he told me. I don't know if everybody else, because they was kind of done if they realized what was going on. But yeah. So he dipped off, and she realizes that he dipped off, and then she's like freaking out, and I'm like, I know where he went. I know where he's at. I'm like, when y'all get yourself together, we can go over there because this is my town. Like, it's my city. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, y'all good. Come on, get yourself together. We'll walk over there. It was just right next door, actually, where he went. So we walk in there. When I tell you, because we in a single file line, it was like, what, four of us? 4 or 5 of us, yeah. And everybody looking at us like, what the heck? You know what I mean? And I'm chilling off to the side because after we walked in, I was like, I'm not standing in no line behind. Like, I'm not doing this. And he talking to a girl at the bar. And And I ain't feeling the type of way. Like like, cause I'm just here chilling. Like, you know what I mean? I ain't think it was nothing. Everybody looked like they was having a good time, but he was really engaged with this girl. And then I was like, man. So I walked over. I started talking to them, to him, to Nature Boy, the girl. We all started because I realized the girl was getting uncomfortable. The lady was getting uncomfortable, kind of wanted him to be like, okay, she was there with her girls and was trying to have it was a really small spot, and he was just like hovering over her, and now he has 4 or 5 girls behind him, and she started getting uncomfortable. So I went over there to kind of like see what's going on and kind of like be like, we kind of, trying to ease her, like ain't nothing like weird going on. We like, I don't know. I could sense that she realized something wasn't right, right? The lady. Anyway, so we decided to leave. We're walking out. Nature Boy would not stop talking to this lady, but we decided we were going to leave. So we're walking out. We hit the door before we could even, yeah. Are y'all ready for this? Before we could even hit the door, Malia darts. When I say she ran for her life, she ran for her life. And we could not find, I mean, in a second, we couldn't see her. And we were right behind her. And I'm like, oh shit. Me and I was like, oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. So we just immediately start running after her because I'm like, what is going on? Where is she at? She little, you know, she don't know nothing about Philly. It's dangerous out here. I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm just like, oh God, I didn't know what was going on. And so me and Aya it's a little parking lot. If you know, like Philly, like South Street, stuff like that, they have all these little parking lot, little areas or whatever. And she ran through the parking lot, and through the parking lot, it was like a little alleyway. And we in a parking lot, we don't see her because that's where she ran. And Aya like, oh, I think she ran down that way. I think she ran down like the little dark ass alleyway. Come on, I like, you got me fucked up. Excuse my language, but you got me messed up. I don't know if you know where we at. We not going down. I was like, you can go down there. I'm not going down no alleyway. I felt like it was a setup. Immediately in my head, I was like, nah, I don't know y'all like that. I don't think y'all like ain't nobody running down no dark alleyway randomly and then think that I'm going to run after you. Like that not. I'm not doing it. And immediately Nature Boy comes out and we're like, yo, Malia just ran the fuck off. Like she just ran off. We don't know where she's at. So we're scouring
Mm.
South Street. You want me to pause?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so we're
This
scouring.
your time, sweetie.
Yeah, so we're
You want
scouring.
to
Yeah, so
tell a
okay.
story? This is your time. At the
Okay.
end, at
Okay. So we're scouring South Street trying to find her, and then we're like, someone said they seen her go into the back of somebody's car, like the trunk of somebody's car. So we're looking in the trunk of that car, right? And the people end up being like outside. And they was like, why the fuck? Like they was beefing because everybody like drinking. It was like, a weekend or whatever, and people was like drunk, whatever. And they was hyped up, like, why y'all looking in our car? They'll be like, we're just looking for somebody. And somebody said that she, and I heard like it was like it's hard to like tell them like, that they said they seen her near your car or something like that. And that's why we was like looking near your car. And so it was like a whole little altercation with that, which was crazy. We're all over the place, and all of a sudden she pops up underneath some random car. She just, I don't know. I laugh at it because when I say Malia is so fast and swift with it, when I tell you when I tell you, Nature Boy lost his shoe trying to chase after her. And at that point, I was kind of like, I don't want to chase after her because now I'm thinking of all the stuff that I heard and all the things and why I said I wanted to like really see what this was. why is she running like this? You know what I mean? Why is she running like this? If she wants to run away and this is like, I'm like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, but then again, she little, she young, she don't know Philly is dangerous. In the back of my mind, I'm thinking, okay, maybe she planned this out and she knew somebody in Philly and said, like, I'm gonna meet up with you somewhere or something like that, whatever. So we spent hours and hours and hours looking for Malia. We couldn't find her. We went back to the crib. Nature Boy is like going crazy. He can't even get himself together. Um, he can't think. He can't think straight. All he's talking about is how she has all the paperwork, man. She has everything, passports, the food stamp card. She got everything. Everything they need, she got. He's like, oh, she want to go, let her go. I just, like, at least, like, I need my stuff. Like, 'cause so he was going through all these different emotions of her leaving like this.
Mm-hmm.
I was just, and he really was not right. Like, when I tell you, him and Malia do have like this special bond. Like, he was just, I don't know what it is, but he was just like out of it. When I say he checked out, he checked all the way out. So I couldn't even talk to him. Nobody could talk to him. He was just ranting and saying she does this all the time, which we know. And I'm like, dang, okay. So we kind of like rest for a little bit. Then we all kind of couldn't rest, not knowing where she was. And I'm like, well, see if she like logged on, somewhere. See the last time she logged on somewhere. So he had went on like Instagram or something like that and seen that she did log on like in the last couple minutes. So at least she's okay. Like she's alive somewhere. You know what I mean? Like to me, like that's I'm like, dang, like really, I was just thinking her safety. I didn't know what to think at the time. And we end up getting back up like 3 o'clock in the morning, going back out looking for her. We went to the airports. We went to all the parks. We went everywhere. We went everywhere all night, all night. We didn't get no sleep. End up having to come back and say, fuck it. We got a couple hours of sleep. We woke back up. He went back out looking for her. Me and Aya, it was just me and Aya. We went out and got breakfast or whatever and just waited around to hear from him. And then he finally called us and said that he found her. And and then they end up coming back to the crib.
Dun, 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 dun.
And it was crazy because at that point it was hours later and me and I was in there chilling. I was listening to music. And when I came in, I was listening to music and Malia came in and was like, yes. I think I was listening to like Beyonce or something. I forget what was playing. It was something playing. And she was like, yeah, she was feeling it. And Nature was like, no, turn the music off. Turn this off. Nah, we not having none of that. And it was like she wanted to be in a happy mood, but he was like, no, because of what she did, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And then I know I had in between that time, me and Aya was talking and I was letting her know like I would love to like join you guys and things like that, but it has to be like a harmless. Things have to be right. I would never leave my children. My children are everything to me. I went and broke this down to Aya personally, just me and her. I cried with her, and she still did not break. And this is when I knew I was like, whoa. It was just,
All
it
right,
was,
but when, how
it was
long
like talking
after?
to a wall.
Yeah, but how long after when he got home before he beat her down for running
I didn't
away?
know. See, I don't know nothing about that. What happened was, so after all that, and then she got home. Soon as they got home, she started packing her stuff, and I was like, "What's going on?" He was like, "Me," and my birthday was that Monday, because I was like, "Man, what's going on, man?" We was like. bust it up. I was gonna be able to have conversations with you guys. Da, da, da. I don't know what is going on right now. So anyway, so she's packing her stuff, and he's like, "Yeah, we're going to a hotel." Malia's not saying nothing.
Mm.
We in a room all together, and I'm just watching her just frantically pack her bags, and I start crying. And Nature was like, "Why are you crying?" I just like I just understand. I couldn't really even explain why. I just felt her pain. I
Mm-hmm.
felt, and I just could not stop crying. And I had to relieve myself and get myself together because Nature Boy don't like that emotional shit. Like whatever. So I was like, let me get myself together because it's not gonna be good for her either. For me to be being all emotional, whatever. I gotta be strong for them. And and then it lightened up. He started telling jokes. He started like he
Oh, to
started
throw you off.
like,
Throw you off.
no, go ahead.
I said to throw you off because you was crying.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so it was like the kind of yup. And then they left and left
Mm.
me and I in a room forever. And I'm like, we need to eat. Like, what is going on? Like, does he not like, you know what I mean?
He had your
Like,
money. You wasn't allowed to leave. Like, what?
wait,
Why
no,
was it?
I could leave whenever I wanted to. I didn't want to leave. I was because Aya was there by herself. This was just an overnight thing. This is the next day, right? I came there late that night, and this is the next morning. Like, you get what I'm saying? All this transpired within like overnight.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like overwhelmed a little bit with all this happening just overnight. Just imagine what they've been through over years. So this is
So,
so
did you see Malia when she came back, or did you ever see her
yeah,
after
yeah,
that?
yeah.
How did
When she came back, I told you she was actually in a good mood, and I had music playing.
no, when you said they went to the hotel.
So yeah, so we're all in a room while she's packing her bags. Like we're all in the same room. Where I started crying, that got over. Then he started making jokes the whole time she's packing her bags, and then they leave,
Right.
and they just leave, and they went to a hotel. I don't know what happened in the hotel.
No, did you see her when she came back afterwards?
Yeah, she didn't look like anything happened to her, but I was
Okay.
very scared to see. I don't know though, it didn't look like anything did. But I think that he was scared for me to see anything because he already know, and that's why I think he took her to the hotel.
Right. Now you know what the $1 million questions that everybody's asking.
Mm.
But y'all should uh but the thing is, like, after you had to walk in the line and you see what was happening, like, what would make you have that thought, I would join if it's a safe place when you know it's not a safe place, right? What would,
Well, see,
like,
I didn't know all the stories and all the. I knew some things, but the things that I did know, I felt like it was more so like people just, make it, wanting to make a big thing out of things because I
us
did
trolls
some.
and liars, right? We are
Yeah, like
trolls.
well,
Uh-huh.
well, no, I didn't say everybody was trolls, but at the
No,
time,
I'm using his words. So I'm joking.
but yeah, you
That's
know
his
what I
words.
mean.
That's his words. These
Yeah,
are
that's
trolls. They lie on me. Uh-huh.
yeah. So in my mind, you have to understand, I was in it at the time, like not in it, but I was, and no lie, like you understand. I was. So it was like, we blocked out everybody and things like that. So I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, what I should have done. But also, I kind of did want, I needed some real life, like the internet stuff. I can't go by that. I needed to really know. And that's just the way I am. And luckily, I'm protected by God and I was protected in that situation. And I learned a lot of lessons. Um, and maybe I had to go through that for other people, to share my little bit of story so they don't ever go through stuff like that, and the crazy thing is my mom when I was telling her about this group that I was a part of and things like that, she was like, it sounds like a cult to me. She kept telling me that, and I told my mom recently, I'm like, Mom, Mm-mm-mm. You were so right. But yeah, I mean,
Now, how much you can give you don't have to give the exact amount, but how much money you think you invested in Nature
n-
Boy?
not a lot. Not a lot. I would say that the max maybe 200 over the course of 2 years or so. Like, no, no, I'm not. He already knew, and that was the one thing. He never asked me for money. See, the thing is, he's like, it depends on each person the way he deals with you. Like he
That's what I
told
was
me,
getting ready to say. What
yeah,
was your
like,
purpose?
hmm yeah, depending on your knowledge and who you are, and if especially because I wasn't no yes man, I actually would tell him no and go back and forth. It was like he actually, that's why he kept me around, because he was like, man, I'm so tired of everybody just saying yes to me, doing everything just that I say. Like, that's not what I want. That's what he used to always say to me.
Yeah, because he needs a reason to beat you up, right? So if everybody keeps saying,
Oh
no,
shit, Lord, I didn't think about it
right.
like that.
So if everybody keeps saying yes, 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 then now he has to create a hostile
Mm-hmm.
environment,
I didn't
right?
think about it like that, Shook.
That's because y'all don't watch us, right? Now we're not the
Mm.
trolls I think we are, right? So if everybody keeps saying yes, like how do I get this narcissistic supply? They're all being good, right? So
Mm.
so now I have to create a hostile environment now so they can do something, either look the wrong way, breathe the wrong way, or anything, so I can get my narcissistic supply. Right.
So he can
So
unleash the
Yeah.
beast.
right. So when some people say no, right, he's gonna turn you into them too. That's why he like it, because okay, this is my new supply now. Anytime somebody say no, you now become his new supply. So now he has to make
And yes, and you think about it, like he kept saying, "Oh, well, the reason why Malia ran away is because she's jealous of you, and
what?
this and that." Yes, he
Mhm.
kept saying, because he
That's
made
called
it a thing.
triangulation.
Or hold on, we can't all talk when we're doing an interview, but you all can't talk at the same time. When we're gonna all ask, as soon as I finish asking her questions, and both of you guys can, then you was here, then say Husky can ask her a question. Is that okay with you guys?
Yes.
Because the replay gonna sound terrible. All right, so go ahead with the triangulation that he tried to create between you and Malia, the lie that the environment that he tried
Yeah,
to. Mhm.
he definitely did that, and he does that with everybody, and that's why he could never have a really polyamorous or whatever, relationship, because he just, there is not no unity, is no, it's always, the struggle of the competition of being queen or something like that, which I never wanted to be. But what he'll do is say, I want you to be queen. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And he
Mhm.
don't even have to say it just in words. He can do it in certain actions. So think about Malia and the way she is. She's in love with this man and wants to be queen, and da 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 da. And then you bring some other girl around, and now you're trying to act like, oh, like I think she'll be better than you. Like, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
I hate that. I felt like he did that with me when that's not what I that's not what my intentions was.
Right. Because you
And
didn't understand that once you say no, want you to know, man, and he tells you that bull crap, right? You didn't know by saying that you have now become the new target. So now I have to
yeah,
create a hostile environment, right? So now
mhm,
remember, you're now the new supply, right? Oh, she's
yeah,
telling me no. Okay,
yeah,
now let me play with her for a little bit because I have to make her
hmm,
turn her. So when he tell people, they start to feel good, not knowing,
yep,
don't don't feel good because you say no. You're just now the new supply,
yep,
and
it's just
It's
so crazy.
sure enough he created a hostile environment between you and Malia. Now you only knew her one day. Now y'all don't like each other. But you know what I mean.
No, I mean, I always have love. Like I know what's going on in their mind, so I can't like I don't judge. I understand exactly what he did to them because I've been through it before, and that's how I could recognize it. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But the thing is, being through it, sometimes you go back into it because sometimes it looks a little different, but you don't realize that you didn't really heal from the last situation. When you are dealing with a narcissist, I'm telling you, it's a lifetime thing that you have to always be on your guard for these people because as empaths, they seek you out and they know exactly they're skilled master manipulators. So it's a thing. And I don't feel bad for myself saying, yeah, I fell for this because I wasn't a really a vulnerable state at the time. I lost my father. I was talking to him at the time, and he told me, "Oh, don't worry about that. That's an attachment. Don't you shouldn't even be like crying about that." You know what I mean? Like he said stuff to me that you don't even understand. Like that stuff that he be saying is real. Like he did not care that I lost my father or nothing like that. He just looked at that as an opportunity that I was vulnerable at the time to get me there.
All right, let me ask you a question. Number one, um, prior, because you say you was in, so you haven't heard. Oh, but I think she did explain that before. But for the people who didn't understand that, even though you heard stuff, she said she wanted to see for herself. Like a lot, some people like to see for themselves. They don't believe the fire burn, right? So
Yeah.
it's so we heard that part. They don't believe it stink, right? Right? It's a
Hmm.
shame that they took my notifications away. Now I'm gonna go to Lakeisha. Welcome, Lakeisha, and my Booski. Welcome, St. Hudson. So, do you mind if they ask you a question?
No problem. It's fine.
All right, go ahead, Lakeisha. After your question, then her question, y'all can back, but one question at a time, and then y'all can still ask multiple questions, just one question at a time.
I really didn't have a question. I just wanted to say I'm sorry that you had to go through something like that, even come across someone like that. But I know that through that experience, you've learned some lessons and you'll be able to help someone else and also help yourself. So continue to heal on this journey and speak your truth so that you can get it out and that it doesn't affect you. He was, of course, a narcissist, and we know that narcissistic people do not have empathy. So, it was okay for you to feel that way about your father. It's okay for you to mourn for your father and to miss your father and all of that.
Thank
All
you.
right. Okay, Booski, do you have a question to ask her?
I do, and good morning, everybody. And I was gonna open with the same thing. I'm so sorry that he caught you at a vulnerable time, and he preyed on your nurturing and your open spirit because no one needs to feel like that. I know you probably felt a mix of emotions in that time:
Yeah.
confusion, danger, all that.
Yeah, I didn't have anyone at the time, so I was like, I'm already a lone wolf, so my father was everything to me, so I felt like I lost like my whole world at the time, and I was seeking out a family, so it was definitely.
Okay, I
And
have
my
a
question,
question.
wait, I do have a
Oh,
question.
thank you.
My question is, did you notice anything that wasn't put online from them that surprised you? Like, were they
That
speaking
was
to
my question.
people? Oh, were they speaking to people that you didn't see online? Like, was there any covert members or anything like that, or were they recording a lot from and like posting things to other websites or anything like that?
No, like I said, it's a lot because of what happened that night. We didn't. I didn't even get to really. You understand?
Oh, it was
It,
only,
it,
yeah,
when
barely
I
24
tell you,
hours.
it literally popped. Oh, I was only with them for a half an hour before this
Not,
popped off.
I
You get
think
what
she
I'm
mean.
saying?
I think she mean not the
But
time that the day you met him, but you say you were in. So I think that's what she was referring to.
well,
Like what
um,
happened? before? Like, what was your end before you met him, and then you still supported him up until he went to jail? So
But
I think that's what she's talking about.
wait, say that
Either
again.
or.
Okay. Wait,
Right. That's what
wait.
I said.
Did
Remember,
I
you say
say?
you said you were in, right?
Yeah, I was part, like, you have to understand, like, this it's really hard to, because he has so many followers. The only thing is that he was considering me to be one of his wives out of nowhere, and that wasn't even something I signed up for. Like, I just started going on his panels, you know, letting him know. The thing is, I was studying this stuff before, like, all this stuff that he talk about is science, and so I would be able to recite these things. And so I guess he was intrigued with me, and so that's how he got into, was like, oh yeah, you need to come, and you need to be one of my wives, like, type of thing.
All right, I'm gonna bust your
But
bubble right now.
what is the specific question? Because, like,
All right, I'm gonna bust your bubble right now. Now I don't know your age, right?
yeah, okay.
But you do know you with that mask. You do know you favor Mama Dia, right?
Mm, Joy.
You was supposed to be Mama Dia, and number two, I don't even know your age, right?
And that was another thing. It was like a underage. It was a underlying thing that we didn't speak of it, because it was like, I wanted to come there to just, like, yeah, just be like someone to teach them. Like, I don't want. I don't
Yeah.
want to teach them. I want
Uh-huh.
to say that, but make it right. Like, try
Well,
to, like, even
mm-mm.
things out. And I think everybody feels like that. A lot of
So
us are like
did
that. Not
but
that we like special,
did you
but I
have
guess
any
I'm
health issues?
older.
Did you
He
have any
wanted that.
Did you
I'm
have any
sorry.
health issues? Did you have any health issues? Little, small, doesn't matter. It don't have to be big, but any type of
N-
health issue
no.
that you spoke to him
Mm-mm.
about. You never
No.
spoke upon no type of pain, no blood pressure, no diabetes.
No. Nope. I did. One time. I got into a situation where, unfortunately, I got attacked by someone. Coming home from work. I wasn't driving at the time, and I took the bus, and I uh, messed my face up trying to run from this guy trying to, like, get me, and I called him, and I told him, and I had, like, sent a picture of my face. I was like, oh my gosh, like, this happened. Oh my God. Because I was, like, literally by myself, and I'm, like, going back and forth to work, and I'm, like, traveling. He's like, see, this is why you can't be out here with no man. Da 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 da. I'm about to send you the plane tickets right now. You coming to me? You coming to me? Come to me right now. Other than that, nah. Like, I'm good.
Now,
I'm
I mean,
healthy. I'm active.
look at the eyes and look at her voice, Booski. Don't she look and sound exactly like Mama Dia?
And that's crazy, because the one picture that she was, like, laid up,
Mm-hmm.
like, on a side, like, oh my gosh, I see
Mm-hmm.
it now.
Mm-hmm. I'm that type of empath. Okay. You was supposed to be Mama Dia
And
Yep.
it
number two.
kind of, like, reminded me of, like, yeah, like a mother figure, like me or my mom. Like, it was weird.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm breaking it down to you.
Oh wow. Oh
Go ahead.
wow. But see, that's
Yes.
what he did. That's the thing. That was what I think essentially he wanted. Not for me to be like a queen, but to be like a mother figure there.
Yeah, he says that to everybody because, like you said, it's triangulation. There are levels to. He's not even
N-
like
No, but
in like he's not even a type of manipulator that's like obscure or nothing. He's real textbook. If you look into manipulation, he's
Mm-hmm.
extremely textbook.
what he wanted from her, he was Mama Dia. Cause
Yeah, because
Mama
everything is
Dia,
a show. Everything is
right,
a show. Everything goes back to him for what he's gonna post
right,
online.
right. But she really fully needs to understand what her role was, right? And her role was to be Mama Dia. You sound like her, you look like her, and you was her replacement. So, speaking of that, you know what happened to her, right?
I know.
She's unalive. She's not here anymore.
This is why I'm trying to tell you that when he pulled me to the side,
Mm-hmm.
listen to what I'm trying to tell you, and I told him that I manifested this. And he said he shooed me away, and then all of a sudden Malia breaks out and runs down some dark alley. Mind you, they were like, "Oh, while we're in there," and I'm like, "Where did this come from?" Oh, Queen Ops, because I don't know if y'all know who that is from
Mm-hmm.
Big,
Yeah, of course.
and she from Philly. Oh, Queen Ops is supposed to meet us. So all that, like, while we was at the spot before she broke out and ran, they were like, she's supposed to show up. She's supposed to show up, but never showed up. And now she runs down some alleyway. And what I know, I mean, I don't know Queen Ops, but I'm not trying to get set up. And I felt like I was being set up. I ain't even gonna lie.
Right, because if he said you going with me,
Yeah,
you would have taken the mother role, right? So of course he's gonna lie. You're gonna do this. You're gonna, but in all reality, you may have been out of here too.
yeah.
I'm
And
glad that you took the cues and you didn't like cut off your natural instinct all the like,
No, I was on it the whole time. That's why I was like, because like people know I like to have a little drink or whatever, but that night,
right, and then now, how long have you been speaking to him before you guys even met up?
it was well, I would say a year
So
online.
okay, and what
Like, and
year?
then like, he would call my phone. We would talk like every other day.
Now, what year was this?
Oh my gosh, the crazy thing is when you talk to us, I don't know why we can't get our timelines right, but I don't know what it is. I think it's a manipulation of everything. But it was during COVID, so I want to say it was definitely like 2020. 20. All right, so
Well, he's been in jail for,
yeah,
well, let's say
so
as of now, 2 years. So he's been in jail since 22, right?
yeah,
You have
22.
to go
So
back, right? You
yeah,
have to
so
go
I met
back.
him like 2020, 21 early, like the end of I think it was it was my birthday, so that's November. It was November. Damn, what year did how old did I turn?
Hmm.
2 years. Hold on, hold on. I be forgetting my age, girl. I be lying. I be like, damn, let me figure out how old I am.
Me
Um,
too. And don't get me started on the kids' birth year. I'll
yo,
be all over the place.
Me too.
I got a story to tell you about that, y'all. It's so funny. I didn't argue my family down on one of my birthdays.
So,
I was like, what? I said, I ain't that
so,
old. They said,
oh,
yes, you are.
well, let me ask you, how long was you following him before you decided to let me speak to him? Like, how did it go?
It was a
How did it,
while. See, that's
right,
the thing. That's
right.
the thing. That's the thing. I've been and it was crazy because it seemed like it was so I think it was 2012, I would believe. Around 2012.
So around that time, did you
Wow, he
do
was still
like
with
the
Mike.
fast? Or did you still do the fasting? And did you do the
I
90
do that
days?
naturally because you have to know who I am, because that stuff is not going to taint my beliefs and what I've been doing,
Mm.
No, I asked
what,
that
you
because
know,
so
but
you were following
that's
him
what
since
was the intrigue.
2012,
So,
right? So did he at that point in time say don't listen to nothing nobody say, or was you already into him that you didn't care what anybody had to say?
no, I was already, I told you I'm a lone wolf, so I wasn't on social media. I had stopped social media for like 5 years. I wasn't really like on it like that. And then I um got back on.
Because everything you say is the reasons why he picked you. So that's why I'm asking
Yeah,
questions.
I found him when I was isolating myself. I had isolated myself, not like where they type of isolation, but just ground, like meaning being still, listening to God. Like, you know what I mean? When we say isolation, it could also go into uh being still, going somewhere where you're not hearing all the surrounding voices and everybody saying things,
So
and listening to the word of God. And that's where I was
right.
at that point. And I'm like, I want to do something. Like, I can't just be talking about it. I can't be just reading about it. And then
Hmm.
here he comes.
Oh, so you found some on a Facebook or YouTube? Like which form of media?
YouTube, he just popped up. Yeah, he popped. Yup. He popped up on
It's
my.
that
And we were talking
algorithm.
about that.
It's
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that
the algorithm. The algorithm. We was talking about that on somebody else's panel the other night.
YouTube
Um,
got to check that. If somebody has enough downvotes or something like that, they need to not be pushing their algorithm as hard.
Well, you could push the algorithm, stop demonetizing people. But go ahead. You
No,
know,
because
I'm
people
laughing.
prey on people because
this
it's
is
weird
a
stuff that
big
prey on
Right.
people.
Uh-huh.
this is
Go
a
ahead.
big part of everything, because like even listening to the testimonies and listening to everybody's stories right
No,
now,
we gonna get there. We gonna get there. I'm trying to
yo,
walk.
why?
We walking. We walking. We
But
gonna take a
should.
slow step, but we're gonna get right there. So now he just pops up on your feed and you go,
Mm.
let me check this out. So what was like the first things that you heard when you checked them out? And then at this next question is after you checked them out, what made you say, you know what, I can join them or I can roll with them?
Well, after checking him out, and he was talking about quantum physics and science, and relating it to God and the Bible, and that's what I do. I believe God and science work together, things like that in a good way. And I'm really good like that, explaining it. This is who I am. If you come to my town or meet anybody that knows me, I've been like this before Nature Boy, on some real life stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like, where I'm not like weird with it. I'm not
Alistair
weird with it.
Crowley worked with science and
I'm not
God
weird with it,
too.
though.
Like for the record, for people listening,
And,
Alistair
and the
Crowley worked
crazy
with
thing is, like,
science and God.
now it's so crazy. Like, he like taint, but I won't let him taint anything that's real. Like, I've been wearing the feathers. I make jewelry. I've been making, I sell, and I used to sell my feather jewelries and all. And this was before I knew him. And so when I met him, I was like, oh, okay, whatever, whatever. I was like, science, like, this is like everything, right? And then I felt myself, because I know my God and my foundation told me never exalt anybody else before me. And I don't like to idolize anybody. If I start getting too deep into somebody, I fall back, because I hear that voice in my head saying, whoa, what is you doing?
That's smart.
You know what I mean? So I stopped watching him for years, y'all. I stopped watching him for years. And then he popped back up. I moved, and I told you I don't even be on social media like that. But I had, for the kids, I had set up, I moved to my new spot, and I set up everything with my smart TVs and everything. And who pops up? Nature Boy. I was like, oh, I kind of forgot about him. I ain't even gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, whoa. I was like, what is he doing? And
I
I'm
do
like,
have a question. I'm
mm-hmm.
sorry to cut you
Let
off.
her- Right. Don't please don't when people talking, they write the question down because I don't want them to forget they thought. But go
Yeah.
ahead and ask your question. But I want because I don't I want the questions. If we're walking, so we don't want to go too far ahead. But go ask your question, Booski.
I just wanted to know, do you remember what hotel they went to?
That Holiday Inn.
You know that he didn't tell me nothing.
So you didn't when you walked in, you didn't even see that. I want to say we got to walk. So when you went to the hotel, that's Philly. That's
I
your
didn't
part of
go to the
town.
hotel. I didn't go to the hotel, y'all. All right, so listen, y'all. We was at a spot. We was at like someone's crib, and I'm not putting that out there because that's,
Oh, you did say
you
that.
understand?
You did say that.
They
Uh huh.
came after he found her, and they came back. They just start packing up their stuff and they left. They just said they was going to a hotel. They didn't tell us where, and they just left.
So at that, so to your knowledge, they really just left. You don't know where they went.
I think they actually did a live. I don't think nobody got that. I don't think nobody like recorded that. But yeah, I think they did go live for a second or a little bit in a hotel. I did, or
This is
did
nature
they
boy
go
we're talking
live,
about.
or was
Exactly.
Aya?
Hmm.
Either they went live when they was at the hotel, or Aya was on like FaceTime with him or something like that. But I kind of seen the hotel. It was a nice, really nice hotel.
All right. So now you sit up there. He pops back up again, and you're like, "Wow, he popped back." So in your mind, is that okay? It must be really meant to be. I saw him. I forgot about him, and
The
now I
thing,
see him
yeah.
again.
Uh-huh. And the thing is, when like back in the day when I was watching them, I was like, you know what? I'm like, and I take this here nor there. I'm a Scorpio, so yeah, we have these little psychic things and visions sometimes, and you can believe it or not believe it. But I was like, I'm gonna meet him one day, and I knew it. And guess what? It was like the universe was like, you got to see this through for some reason, because I can't. I'm the type that stands on things. I study law. I study all kinds of things. I've been wanting to do many things and do things that's right. And if you was doing promoting something that's supposed to be righteous and right, and you not doing it right, I'm going to get to the bottom of it. I'm going to get to the bottom of it, whether I'm involved or not. I'm gonna get to
Did
the
he
bottom of
have did he have people contacting you? Like how many other members like called you before you even met up with them? Who was like communicating with you?
No, no, no. He didn't. He was. He look, y'all. You don't even understand the conflict that he has with me. Where he's like, he don't know. He don't know whether to trust me or not to trust me. Because when I came up, when I tell you, he see my name JC and flipped out. When I said I moved to my new crib, right?
Mm.
And then I was like, oh, he's on the Bigo app. What is Bigo? I was like, should I download it? I mean, I contemplated for weeks, and I downloaded it, right? Not to not even to realize that he was watching me the whole time. Like I I
Yeah, because
downloaded it.
now you know because you
Mm-hmm.
sound
He
a little right.
was.
If you would have like even though I mean it's sad that you did not research him, right? But we'll get to that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to that at the end. But we'll get to
Yeah, I
the
know.
second at the end. It's okay. It's okay. But because again, people need to hear this. So remember, even though he's in jail, they're still recruiting, right? That's why I want to talk to you
Yeah,
because they need
they
to know
are.
these things, right? So
Yeah.
now, okay, you see, you still notice the man. You see his true colors, right? You see how everybody walk in line. You see that they're scared of him. You seeing that I is scared to even drink without getting permission, and she's sick.
Yeah.
And the man
Yeah.
didn't even care that they were sick. So now it's been said that nobody could go to the bathroom by themselves, right? They
Mm.
can't go nowhere by themselves, correct?
I don't. Okay, wait. I don't know about that. I don't know if that. Well, I don't know if that's why he had us all go in the bathroom together. I think it was an agreed thing for the women to take care of each other. Like that wasn't.
No, that's so
But I
nobody
don't
run.
know.
Right, that's so nobody don't run and somebody's constantly watching and somebody's constantly talking.
Okay. Okay.
That's
Yeah. See,
that's
I didn't
already
even think
been
about it like that. I
right.
need. See. This
That
is why I
already
need to talk about it. It's so much stuff that I like. Eat just in that short amount of time that I'm still unfolding and thinking about. You know what I mean?
all right.
Would he correct your
So
language? I'm sorry, Shug.
yeah, but all right.
No, but let
Like
me tell you one funny
woman.
thing. Y'all want to laugh? Y'all want to laugh? Y'all want to laugh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, y'all listen. So we were all in one room sleeping that night. Well, we only got like what 2 hours of sleep that night. But I had a pallet on the floor It was a nice little palette. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, I get, I signed up for this. Like, let's just see it through. I signed up for this. I was like, all right, palette on the floor. I'm good. We wake up in the morning. I pop up. Like, I don't know. I think I was having some kind of vision. I don't know what was going on. I just popped up out of my sleep.
Hmm.
And he was like kind of already awake. Kind of. He's like, oh shit. We like joked that it was crazy because he kind of is from the area that I'm from. So it was the
He
weird
ain't from
thing
no
is
Philly.
that
He ain't
nah,
from no
I'm from
Philly.
Jersey. I'm from Jersey. I'm from South
He,
Jersey. So me and him, yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm from South Jersey. So
So you know
we
the bishops?
huh?
You know the bishops?
I know what?
The bishops.
No, I don't know the bishops.
How
But
far? How far would you be from there?
we're like 15, like 10, 15 minutes.
All right, cause we going tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah,
We going
yeah,
we go we going down
yeah,
there tomorrow. So get ready.
yeah, 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 yeah. So
So finish the story. Yeah.
when he came to get me, he already knew where I was. He was like, "Oh, okay." He already know the area.
All right, so y'all in the room, y'all in the hotel.
I wasn't in no hotel. Okay,
I
wait.
mean, I said
Give
the
it.
room. Y'all in the room. Y'all at the spot. Y'all at the
We at the
spot.
spot. Yeah,
Y'all
the
at the
spot. Let's
spot,
go.
right?
We at
So
the
y'all,
spot.
so it's a fake. I mean, you'll think it is real, but it's a fake. This going. He's doing it. He's trying to
Oh,
work you, right? So he's trying to work you, right? So that was Malia. Was that before Malia ran away? While she was ran away, because remember you said in the bathroom she ran. So when that joke and stuff happened, was she still missing?
no, no, no. We went in the bathroom initially, like when we got out the car because they were feeling sick because they were, they was feeling it or whatever. They weren't like crazy messy, but they were feeling a little sick because I don't know what they ate or what he was allowing them to eat while they was drinking, but they were definitely not feeling well. Like, I mean, they're in a new city. I get it. They was having fun. It's Philly. We have fun. I wasn't judging them at all about having a good time and drinking and whatever. As long as you're around people that's gonna protect you. So when we got out, that was the plan. Like let's go get ourselves together. Let's get y'all together. You know what I mean? That's all. That's how I thought of it. I didn't
So,
really think
but let me ask you, when he said that when he was from Jersey, did he give you what part of Jersey?
he right around the corner from me.
But you're in Philly now. I'm
You
talking about in
know that he
Jersey.
said he said he used to date a crazy ass motherfucker from
No, but I'm saying,
Camden.
well,
Named
what part of Jersey would he be from? Not where he hung, but where he
What
lived.
county?
the
Oh,
Bishops is what is it? Willenboro?
okay, we heard of Willenboro. All right, how big
Yeah.
is Willenboro?
Willenboro, our counties around here is like, it's not that big. Like, it's not that big.
So
I
he,
can
so
get the I can get the Willenboro, like I said, in like 15, 20 minutes.
yeah, because you're gonna take me there, right? You're gonna take me right there. We're gonna walk the whole Willenboro.
Um, uh, but do the bishops even exist?
That's why we're gonna walk the whole Willenboro.
I don't think they exist, Joe. Like on some like real live shit.
Hmm.
Yo, you don't even understand, Shug. My mind. Like
No,
what? But I knew I had to go through this, yo, and I'm happy. Like the crazy thing is I got out, but mm, it's like
so
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 much.
all
Oh,
right. So
I got so much to. Mm.
Oh, but let
Let
me
me
ask.
do something.
That's why we're walking. We're walking. We're
Yeah,
taking.
let's walk. Let's
We
take a
we
walk.
we are
Wait,
walking.
a Sunday stroll?
Today Sunday.
Nah, I'm saying that. So, no, you.
Y'all
Nah,
know I be messing with my days. I'm thinking today Sunday. Y'all gonna have to stop
nah,
doing
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you.
it. Right.
But I
So
be
I
saying
was
that when I be
hold up.
driving, when people just be cruising, I'm like, oh, you
All
don't
right.
got nothing to
So
do.
I had conversations. Did he have conversations about you? Even though you might what
Oh,
number one
he embarrassed
what
me.
what made you
And I
feel
think, and wait, Suge, I think the ladies actually exposed um explicit pictures of me.
no
So I don't know what to do about that.
that was part of walking the mile,
I know.
that's
Let's
why I
not
don't
go
like
back. Let's
right.
not. I'm
Right.
so sorry. I don't
I'm
know what
glad
to
you said that.
do. Suge.
But well, we're gonna discuss that. That's why you take the baby
All
steps
right.
so you could get fully
Okay.
into the moment. But I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that. But baby, that was coming. So when after you left, and what did you do? Right. But if you
Yeah.
wanna if you want to take that step and go back, like
Let's
how
walk. We need to walk, and I need to walk. And the thing is, it's just bottled up, and I'm like, but I know we need to walk, and I thank you for that.
yeah. So we would have walked. Okay. So now I don't know what step we was on. Could somebody tell me what my last question was, co-host? Co-host, what step was I on? I forgot the question.
Oh wait, did I
Where
tell?
was it?
We were talking about the bishops if they existed.
All right,
Yeah,
thank
do
you.
they?
Jeez, thank you. So, what made you, what made you feel the bishops didn't exist? Number one, and number two,
Um,
did he talk about like, okay, I lived there, or he didn't live there? What made you say, well, we like, what made you feel like they didn't exist, and do you feel he was lying about living in Jersey, or was it somebody else besides the
okay,
bishop?
so no, I don't. Okay, so that not that they don't exist, right? Because obviously he did live in Jersey because when he came to see me,
So
he
it
knew
wasn't in
exact.
Philly.
He knew all the routes. He knew all. He knew. I didn't even have to tell him how to get to my
He's
house.
a he's a talker. So did he mention any schools that he went to or
Right,
any neighborhood,
right.
like
So,
anything like that?
That's what. Right.
and that's a good question. That's a good question. Wait, that's a good question.
Hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. Was you not in school this whole time? Where is all the people that?
That's why I
All
said
right,
we gotta
all
walk.
right.
We got to get
Listen,
baby.
listen. So when I went on Beagle, right, the only person that I know, and I'm actually good friends with her because we actually be busting it up about him, like, and we kind we had the same kind of like
Talking about Yum
stance
Candy.
on it. I guess Yum Candy.
Yum Candy. Uh huh.
Yeah, Yum Candy. Like she don't know, ain't nobody worried about what she doing. But when it comes to this, when we talk about this on a specific subject,
Did he ever
mm,
bring up Leo? Remember, if he gone back down memory lane, then
I
that would
mean, I got so
include
many
Leo, right?
questions.
When I'm saying if he's gone down memory lane, then so that wouldn't that include Leo too? Like he never go with me and my brother did blah blah blah, or it was me and my brother, or it was just me and my homies. Like how
No,
did he?
what happened was what we did a whole break. It was a whole breakdown the other night, like that he kind of took on. I think he might have took on his role, like at like Leo, who he really is, and took. The thing is, narcissists are vampires, so they take on everybody's energy,
Yeah,
and because they can't feel, because they don't feel, and they don't understand what real life is. They have to go by everybody else that they're around,
right.
and
We
then
get
So
they
that.
bring.
masking,
Yes.
Right, we get
So
that.
masking.
yeah, so I feel as though he might have took on a little bit of Leo's energy and then like amplified that.
But
Not saying Leo is that bad guy, but that like
what
that
make you say
real
that?
one.
Like, did you know Leo? Like, what make you say that?
No, no, just listening to Leo and listening to interviews and stuff like that, and
Mm-hmm.
knowing how narcissists are,
Mm-hmm.
I know that they do that, and being around. Unfortunately, like I said, I don't want to. And that's a whole nother story of, like I said, being around I'm surrounded by narcissists because I'm an empath.
But the narcissist is nothing but a dark
And
impact.
the crazy thing is,
But
the underlying thing, what y'all don't understand is these narcissists that surround you as an empath make you seem like you're the narcissist, and then
because
all of a
narcissists
sudden,
are dark empaths, so you ping off each other. I understand very
so
well.
then when you fight back, then you're the narcissist.
Well, if you have feelings and emotions, you can never be the narcissist, right? Because they
You know
don't have
what I
feelings
mean?
and emotions, right? But
Yeah,
you do have the right to go defend yourself. Now, okay,
exactly.
so y'all in the car and he's driving around. He doesn't need no directions or nothing. So what is the conversation like?
Oh, like what when he first picked me up?
Yeah, you said he didn't
Oh
know he
yeah,
didn't need no.
we were first of all, I was just throwing up everywhere, so we try and get her together. And then I mean, it was throw up everywhere on the side of the car. I'm giving her hand sanitizer. I'm trying to get clean the scene up. But after that, we was grooving. We was just listening to music. And he was in his Jersey thing. He came back to Jersey, like, you know what I mean? We was doing our Philly thing, like, you know what I mean? Our tri-state area, and everybody else couldn't. It was crazy because this was the manipulation, and I didn't like it because I understand that me and him have a connection to the tri-state area, but it it put them out. They didn't like because Malia's from New Orleans and I is from Cali, and we on our Philly shit. You feel me? We was listening to Philly music. You know what I mean? Tri-state, like, you know what I mean? East Coast music, and we was like vibing, and and then the shift, and then I realized that was the manipulation though, and I was feeling it. I was having a good time, but I didn't realize that he was doing this in their brain because they can't even relate to what we doing. You understand? Imagine me having my whole family, or whatever. We chilling, we vibing, and you bring somebody else in, and then all of a sudden, I mean, if you're cool and calm, like the thing is, a normal person, if you're in a normal situation, that would be fine. You would be like, "Oh, this is new. We're like, this is cool." But someone that's abused and manipulated and is like brainwashed is looking at this a whole different way. And I didn't look at it that way until looking at it behind, like on the back end. You understand what I'm saying? It was like, but I thought we were just like vibing, but they felt like they weren't a part of things because it was me, him, and the girl we was staying with. We all from the same area, and we was all vibing out, and they just couldn't like get with it. And I understand that now. I get that. And I felt so bad. Like, I was like, damn, I shouldn't even have went to provoke them but I feel like I did that. Like, that was godly for me to come because after I did this, all this transpired. Do you understand? To a point where we are at. right now. He had to meet someone like me and someone where he was from too. At
Now,
one point,
because when he went to Georgia, right? When he first went to
I
Georgia,
did.
he knew you went to Georgia too.
Oh, I went to the trial. I went to trial.
Now hold on, we're gonna get there. Now, when he went to Georgia, he knew people, right? But when he went to Jersey, he didn't have no homies.
He no, yeah. Well, see, the thing is, I don't know really because he tells stories, so I don't know.
No, I'm saying you didn't,
And
you didn't see
the
none.
crazy thing is, when he came out here,
To yeah, I'm saying if y'all 20 minutes apart,
nah, no, he only had Nate and Philly.
that
And
wouldn't be a old school homie.
I don't think he could really like bang around here like that.
He can't bang nowhere. Look at the niggas he hang out
You
with.
feel me? Yeah, I don't think he can bang around here like that, and it's obvious.
So no, but what I'm saying is his first 18 years is there, right? His
Yeah,
first
so
18,
weirdly,
right? So your whole life basically it never leaves your first 18 years, right?
yeah, I know he
So
was born in New York, but he was supposedly out here. He was in Camden. He was all
yeah,
over here.
but he was adopted, right? So all his life is in Jersey. He has no New York ties, right? He don't even remember New York that he keep talking about, right? So we're gonna just take New York out of the
Out the
equation
equation. Out the
for
equation.
me and say Hudson get very upset, right?
Yes, he is not from. I'm from uptown. He is not from uptown. He don't even
And,
sound like a New Yorker. No, no.
but
You from
he got
Jersey?
his
You should know his accent is weird.
Wait, so is you know, yo, the funny thing is when people have family in New York or whatever, and be really trying to do that New York accent, everybody
we don't
knows.
we don't have an accent, thank you kindly.
But
But
oh no, everybody got accent. Everybody
no,
got accent. It's
we don't have
crazy. The
y'all
first time
have
I
the
went,
accent. We don't have the accent.
yo,
Y'all have the accent. Thank you kindly.
you think I
No,
got
but
an accent? Do you think I
no,
got an accent?
no, because you're from the tri-state, so no, you don't. People from
See,
Philly
that's
wouldn't have. Now y'all,
crazy. The first
no,
time
y'all
I'm,
may we may say lingo's a little different. It's the lingo, but
uh-huh,
it's not an accent,
it's
right?
not an accent.
Unless you like from the Jersey Shore. Now that's
Yeah,
different.
that see, yeah, that's the
Hmm.
accent.
But
I'm
the
from
rest,
the I'm from Atlantic City. I'm from Atlantic City in
but that's
Baltimore.
not the well,
So
no, but you sound
so
like
it's
us.
like
But
this like
all right,
father. We say fathers. The you
we say
know you
father.
might hear
So
it once in a
right, that's
while.
why I said we still from the tri-state. So we sort of kind of our letters are sort of kind of the same. It just probably be our lingo, and that could be between somebody could live next
Yeah.
door. They older, they say things a certain way. They're younger. But let's get back to this, right? Now, he don't know nobody out there, to your knowledge, from what he's saying. He don't know nobody out there in Jersey. So y'all riding, y'all chilling. So then that's when y'all riding from Jersey to Philly. Like where y'all going? JC? Uh-oh. I think our mic went out. Use
She's not muted.
right here. We're gonna have to wait for her to come back in.
I need to know schools, parks that he mentioned, things like that. Like,
Yeah, he didn't
we used to
say
go to this
anything.
club.
Uh-oh, she gotta come back in. She fell out. Because I wanted to get to the trial and I wanted to get to the pictures. I'm gonna put the link back in for her, right?
And the reason why I asked if he had her, like if he was correct in language, is
No,
because the
hold on.
manipul.
Don't say nothing yet.
Okay.
I have to learn you how to do this. Now, when she come back up, we shall finish. We shall finish. We shall finish. Right?
Inconsistencies is a big part of
The
manipulation.
don't.
I'm not talking about her, I'm just talking in general.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. And again, Malia, go home, go home. And then he even sat there and tried to. She tried the reason why she ran away because she's jealous of you. Then he went to that hotel, all right. I need for her to click back in, but we do know they took pictures and they posted it, right? And we already know what Alan. We'll speak upon that later. We'll speak upon that later. Maybe she was on her phone. Maybe her phone went dead.
Someone could have called her too.
Oh, that is true. That is true. That is true.
And Malia, go home. You know you want to go. Nobody is taking.
No,
He's not coming
she.
out.
She didn't say that. No, we're not finished. She didn't say that. Cass Nature Nut said that. But one thing is, I'm going to end this and give her time to fix her phone. If she come back, we would definitely be live. But y'all stay right here, okay? Y'all stay. We're going to come back with the part 2, or we're going to finish what we was finish with this interview. I'm going to end this.